Welcome to the episode 4 of our gift shop application series. In the previous videos, you have already gone through the journey of designing the home screen, the item detail screen, and also the card screen. This time in episode 4, we are mainly going to focus on the coupon screen, which will be an integral part of our card screen. I hope you are liking this series and it's time to resume our learning journey with episode 4. Let's start. Hello friends, this is episode 4 and we are going to start designing our coupon screen. But before jumping into the coupon screen, I want to do some more stuff with our existing application. So I'm going to jump into the home screen at first because this is the Android screen which you can just see. And in the Android platform, this color won't change until and unless we apply the color, because that is only available for iOS. If I change it to an iPhone, and you will see the different color here. All right. So I'll go to the home screen, and in the button here, I will pass a color of primary. Now we will have the same color for our Android devices too. This is how we are going to check it. I will just reload it. Okay, this is Samsung Galaxy phone and we are getting the same color here. One more thing, within the item screen also, this design is not looking that great. So I will give the mode to be iOS here for the iron buttons. And for that, I'll go to the item detail page. Within that, let me go to this particular iron buttons and I'm going to pass here mode to be iOS. If I do that up, it will take the design of the iOS one and it will look nice. If you give it only to the button, it won't work in a great way, which we need. Now, if I just do something here, it's working as expected and we are done with the design part here. Now, final thing which I want to show you before jumping to the new screen, which we are going to design, is basically to work with the variables.scss one, basically with the theming part here. Now in the theming one, we have already applied the colors, but I want to change the color a bit because I think we have better colors than this particular colors which I have already applied. So let me just do that for you. So here I'm going to change all the colors, mostly the primary and secondary colors. Even the tertiary color will also change a bit. Rest of the things will remain same, but I'll still just check this out. Okay, so most of the colors are same except these two colors, the primary and secondary color I have changed it. That's it. You can just check it out. Medium color was same, I think. Now you can see that this button is giving little glowy effect. That's what I wanted for the gift application. That is why I have changed the color here. Now if I just go back, just look at the colors here. It's giving more lively effect that I wanted in my application, which I'm loving it. Okay. Now I'll get back to the iPhone 1 and let's look at this one too. Great, I'm loving it. Nice. Last thing which I want to do before getting started with the coupon one is to go to the global.scss file and pass some font styling or font family here, which will give our application a better look. And in order to do that, let me just pass in this particular way so that it will be applied throughout the application. The font family. So this will be the font family which I'm going to apply. The name will be TR. This is the one. If you just type TR, you are going to get this stuff. Just click on it. This is what we need. All right. Let me just enlarge it so that you can just see it properly. This is the font family which we are going to apply. Now just look at the designing part. Just look at it. It is changed. Okay. Just giving you a proper look and feel. I think so. If I just comment it up, just focus on the design part, how it changes. Just look at it, right? It has changed a bit. So that is why I think this font family is good to work with. You can apply the same or you can change whatever you want to. Now let's create a component for our coupon screen, which I will do within our card screen itself. So Ionic G C for component within the home folder /card/. components because I want to create a components folder within my cart one, as I am going to have few more components here which will be easily tracked down that these are the components that you have within the cart page. Okay, you can create this folder outside of the home screen also, or home page folder also, but I want to do it here because this is comparatively a smaller application that I'm working with. That is why. And this is not repetitive that I need to use this component somewhere else also. And the name that I'm going to pass is coupons. Let me hit enter. And this is created here. Just check it out. This is our coupon component that is created. Great. Now I'm going to move this whole home page or home folder within another folder because we will be having the login screen at some point or the other. So it's better have a different folder for that to denote that these are our pages. And within the pages, I'm going to move this home folder in this particular way. Once I've done that, all the imports will change and we are good to go, right? The application is same. There is no change in the application, which you can just see it, right? It's the same stuff only. Now let's start working with the coupon screen. So I'm into the HTML file of the coupon screen component, not the coupon screen, it's the coupon component. Now, how we are going to design it, let me just show you. I already have designed the coupon screen. Now, this is the coupon screen which I have already designed. You just have to search for coding techniques coupon screen and you are going to get that screen here, which is very good. In fact, let me just show you at the very end what we have already designed. This is the final output that we have designed and I'm going to replicate the same here. What you can do is you just have to go to the description here and you will get the source code link. Just click on that. It will redirect you to the source code link and you can download it. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to download it. In fact, I'll go within the code itself and copy this stuff. So let me just copy this header part and everything. If you need the explanation, I think it would be better you can just check that video, or I'll just give you a brief explanation in this particular video too. I've copied that. Then what I'll do is I'll go to the SCSS file and copy that too into my coupon component SCSS. Don't worry about the errors. I'm going to fix that too after doing all this stuff. Now, once again, I need to go to the TS file. So in the TS file, we have certain things here, which I just need to copy. Let me just copy this, or should I create a new one? I think let's have a different one here. So I think this will be enough. Let's close this and let's fix the errors at first. Then we are going to go ahead. All right. So the error is mainly coming from the TS file because we don't have anything here called standalone. Since we are working with the standalone project, so we need to pass here as standalone. Otherwise, we cannot do, or we cannot import it anywhere, right? It won't work until and unless you pass a module and do it there. Now I have passed the imports in this particular way. If I just hover on all the tags, it's going to work. Just check it out how smoothly it is working for me. Forget about the ng4. We are going to fix that. This one also I'm going to fix that. Okay, great. Almost done. There we go. Anything else? Well, I think that's fine. All right. Now, what else are left? Okay, ng class. Fine. Let's go for TS file. Format the document that it will be aligned properly. ng style. Hit enter. It will be imported. Great. Now for the ng4, I don't need that. Instead, what am I going to do? I'm going to have this div here to which I'll pass a class of iron margin, and above that I'm going to pass this for loop in this particular way. Let's move it. All right, it's done. Now I think the error will go away. Why? Okay, ng style I think I have imported. My mistake. So let me just remove the ng style. Where it is, this is the one. It's gonna be ng class. Same, I'm going to do it here also. ng class, n will be capital. The error is gone now. Let's get back and see what are the other errors we are facing. We are facing the error with the currency one. Now this is a component. In a component, we need to pass certain things from our page itself. So how am I going to prepare my TypeScript file? So let me just paste all this. Now I need something called order total so that I can identify, okay, which coupons can be applied or how much is the total amount, and based on that, how much discount you can get. Or in some places, you might need some to add some more total amount or some more products to have that particular coupon applied. That's what we are going to do with the order total. And this is for closing this particular, and this close event emitter is used for indicating that please close this model, it's not in use anymore. And I need to import all of it. Let's do it one by one. Since we are getting the suggestion, it's becoming very easy for us to do this stuff. Even I have the API service also, and I'm going to tell you why I'm using that just in a few seconds of time. And this API service also, I'll just import it. Now I'm using here an enum, right? So this enum, well, I need to pass it in this particular place. Okay, in the coupons one, this will be strings, okay, dot currency. So I got the currency and all other stuff. Now the errors are gone here. So we have set up all the global variables here, whatever we need, or the properties actually, I would say. Now I'll go to the HTML part and just look at the stuff which is pending here. Now the important thing that is pending is basically the back button. So I need to have the back button. Now I'm just designing the part because this back button and all you have already seen a lot of times. And I'm going to show you the design in just a few seconds of time, because once we do this stuff, get rid of the error, you will be able to see some part in the design. Otherwise it will be empty and you won't grab it properly. That is why I'm just doing the basic stuff here. All right, so let's get rid of this error, then we are going to start. I'll go to the TypeScript file and have this function here called close model, where I'm going to emit this event. If you have any data, it's going to pass, otherwise it will be null. Okay, now it's time to work with the ion model into our card screen. So I'll go to the card screen HTML file, in which I'm going to work with that in this particular place. I think in the if condition we should pass it. So let me just pass it here within the if condition. Now I have the ion model here which I've just imported, and this is the coupons one which I'm just going to import it. And here what have I done? I just have an identifier here called coupons model, which we can use it into the TypeScript one or to dismiss the model. Then we have did dismiss. Once the did dismiss will be called, then I'll have a flag called apply coupon. These flags are very much important to open the model and to close the model, okay, by just giving the value true and false, true and false. So I call it as a flag. Okay, it is just fulfilling the is particular purpose here, and it will be opened up when it is true. Now in this particular one, I already have the order total, right? So this order total, whatever we get into our card screen, we are going to pass it into the coupons one so that they can calculate on that. And we are going to work with the calculate functionality. And once you get the close functionality here, what I'm doing is I'm just passing close coupon model. That will be the function that I'm going to call, or any other function you can just simply pass it, where you will simply pass the event. And also this particular one, the identifier also you can pass in this particular way. If you don't want to pass in this way, definitely you can directly pass it from the TypeScript itself, which we have already done many times, but I'll show you in this particular video also how this can be done. Let's get back to our TypeScript TS file. Now, if you want to pass that identifier here, you can use @viewChild or something, but let's do it directly. So what functionality I am going to give here is, let me just have it, close coupon model, coupon of type any. So whatever data you get, that will be actually a coupon data if there is any data. All right, and the coupon model, I'm just passing it here, which will be of type ion model here. You can just console the value. If there is some value in the coupon one, then I'm going to do some calculations for the coupon part to get a discount in your order total. Otherwise it's of no use, right, if you don't pass it. And finally dismiss this coupon model here. That's it. Okay, now for the view child, if you want to just see that, let me just show you how this can be done. At view child, I'll import it because I'll be using it in some point or the other, because we will be having some more components within that coupon model. The identifier name, Then let's call it coupon model only, or any other name you can just pass it, of type ion model, and you are good to go. Just need to pass an exclamation sign so that it defines that this is not empty, or it is defined at some point or the other. This is how you can just pass it. Let me just comment it because I won't be using it for coupon model, since it was very easy for us to do that with the help of directly passing the identifier in the function itself. Let's get rid of this error now. In the TypeScript one, what I'll do, I will have two properties. One is selected coupon, the coupon that will be selected, I'm going to pass it here. And the other one will be apply coupon, which will be set to false. And I have already told you this is the flag which we are using for the coupon activation and like dismissing that. So once we have done that, now what error am I getting? Okay, I haven't imported the coupons. Let's do that. So I'll go to the import part here. This is the import part in which I will simply pass coupons since it is a standalone one. And in your ng modules project, you have to do it in your modules file of the card screen page in the declaration part. Okay, so once that is done, I think we are done with the error part. Let me just click here. I don't have anything designed here to activate the coupon one. So let's do that at first. I'll go to the card screen HTML one. And in this, what am I going to do? Now, after this for loop, let me have it here. And I'll give some identifier so that you can understand. Apply coupon part. All right. Where I'm going to use a card. So ion card here, within which I will have an ion item, where I will have detail to be true on the arrow mark that I will be getting on the right side, this kind of an arrow, which I need. And I will also give a class which I can use to design our ion item or the items within that using the SCSS file. And finally, on click of this particular ion item, I want to activate my flag and set the value of it to be true, right? And within this ion item, what things am I going to have? Let's start with an ion label here, in which I'll simply pass apply coupon. Okay, now you can see this is coming up. And if I click here, this is how it is working, but I don't see the back button. Let's check it out. I think we need to define it in our app.component.ts file, but let's get to our HTML one. And I'm passing this particular icon here, which might not be defined. So I need to go to the app.component.ts file. Where are you? Please come quickly. I need your help, man. Okay, there you are. I think I have defined. I think this pages is not within the app one, maybe. Let me just pass it within the app. All right. Okay, I think I created it in within the src folder. Not a problem. Now it's fine. Okay, great. Fine. Once that is done, where I was actually, I was finding app.component.ts file. Please come. Yeah, this is the one where I'm going to pass arrow back outline. This is the one selected. Now, if I click here, I am going to see the back button, and the background of the iron content I have given is light color. That is why it is coming up. Don't worry, we are going to fix that problem, as I need to give something in the cart one, in the components one. I need to pass first of all full screen true, and I don't think I need this color here, so I'll remove it. Let's see the design now. Since we don't have any data, this won't come up properly. And if it is not coming up properly, what should we do? In that scenario, we have some option for the for loop. If it is empty, let's check it out. At that, we have an option called empty also. In this particular one, we can pass our functionality for the empty screen, which I'm just going to pass it here as I need an iron grid where I'm going to pass the class so that I can work in the SCSS file with that. Then an iron row where I have passed iron text center so that everything will be centered up, and two columns I have defined to actually use one for the icon and the other one for the label one show up properly. And how it looks like, just check it out. Well, this is not coming up because we do not have this ticket outline into our app.component.ts file. Man, this app.component.ts file, so many things I have to define, but it's necessary. By doing all these things, our application size will be reduced to some extent. which is great, and the performance will be higher. Let's check it once again. There we go. We can see that this is working, but still it's not the exact design that we are looking for. So I'm going to use this align center one to make that happen in the SCSS file here. Let me scroll to the bottom, and here I need to have this styling where I'm just going to pass a margin top of 20 VH and the icon size little bigger, which I need, and it is in V8 so that it works fine for the smaller screens also. Let's check it now. If I click here, just check it out. It's looking fine, right? Better than the earlier one. Now I need a loader also when the coupons are coming up, right? So for doing that, what am I going to do is, let's go to our HTML file. Now within our and content, I'm going to pass if isLoading is true, which is a property that I have already defined in the components TS file. All right. So this is another flag which will indicate that the loading is true or false. If there is loading, then we are going to show a spinner, which I'm going to align it just now. Okay, where exactly I need to do that. And in the else condition, we will have all this stuff within the for loop and everything else. Let me just move it in the else condition in this particular way. Fine. So this designing part is ready now. We can check it. I don't think we will see a loader as of now, since we don't have any data, or we have to give something here like a set timeout or something. But let's fix up the distance from the top, because it's going to come to the center as we have already done ion text center class. We have already passed it to the div, so it will coming center horizontally but not vertically. So vertically distance we need to pass it ourselves, and I'm going to do that right now. Now at the very end, I'm going to have the margin top of 40 VH for our align spinner. Okay. Once that is done, I think we need some data here to work with. For that, I'll go to the API service. That is why I have injected the API service here. Let's get to our API service now. And in the API service, we have the items data, which I'm just going to minimize to get our coupons data now. Let's get our coupons data. This is just some dummy data which I have prepared. All right, just check it out. Okay, you can get it from the source code itself. Once that is done, you need to get this data in your coupons page. And for doing that, let me define a function here, get coupons, where I simply need to return this dot coupons, as this is a dummy data. So I won't be doing a lot of stuff here as of now, unless we start working with the backend. Now in the TS file, what we need to do for the coupons component, I will have a function here called get coupons, which will help us to get the coupon, and I'm going to call this function in my ng on init. What I will be having within this function here, let's do everything within try catch block. I think that would be better. Let's make it async try catch. Now within this function in the try block, at first I will set isLoading property to be true. Okay, and in the catch block, I will set it to false and log the value of the error if you get any. I'm not just passing any toast message or something as of now. We can check that out later on. Now, after you get this stuff, even I need to close the loading here also. And between those things, I need to get the data, which I will get this dot coupons will be equals to this dot API service dot get coupons. Since this is directly giving us the value, we can do it in that particular way. Also, one more thing I think I should do it. You can just check this out. We have something called is active. So if the is active value is there, if it is true, then only I'm going to show it up. I'm not going to check the expiry date here in the dummy data, but definitely when we work with the backend, I'm going to track that down too. Okay, with the current date, we can just simply track it down. Let's apply the filter here. So dot filter those data, filter those coupons where coupon dot is active is true. All right, so simple. So we are going to get those data here, right, which I've just set it up nicely, and I think it should work. For the loader to see, let me just comment this up, as I won't be able to see the loader if I just close it quickly. Now you can see the loader is at the center. It's great. Since we are using iron spinner here, I think it's fine. Now let's close it up and see how it behaves. If I go here again, I can see the data, right? But some things are not working as expected. Let's fix it up. Now we are going to see what exactly we have done in the components designing part. So in the for loop, what have I done? I'm using an iron card here. This is an iron card. And within that, we have an iron row here. Then column is defined. The first column is basically for the designing part. All right, which we need to go into the SCSS file and look into that, why that is not working. Now this gradient function and all other things, I need to change it. I'm not liking that. So I'm just going to change this background image here for the saved one. Let's do that. I'm going to have the primary color and the secondary color. That's gonna look nice. Okay. And I don't think I need to change anything else. We'll check it out. Let's get inside it once again, but I don't still see the data. Why is that so? Well, that's because I have not applied any calculation here. So in the coupons page, I need to apply some calculation in order to get going. For doing that, I need to have a function here. Let me call it get saved amount, where I'll have the coupon data. Now, at first, I will just set the amount to be empty initially, that is equals to 0, and I'm going to check if there is anything called minimum order amount. If in a coupon you have minimum order amount, then what am I going to do? It shows that the amount of order total should be either greater or less, whatever the value is. I'm just going to subtract it from the minimum order. Okay. Now in this scenario, what is happening is if your minimum order amount is greater than the order total, then it's going to simply reflect that please add this much of amount. That is why we are returning here the amount. Okay. So you need to add this much of more money or more products to get to this certain amount, and then only this coupon will be applied. So that is the first condition that I've applied here. Then the next one is I'm checking if is percentage is true or false. If it is true, that means the coupon will be in percentage. So we have to apply on a percentage basis. Otherwise, it's going to be flat, let's say flat $100, something of that kind. So if it is true, then I'm going to apply this condition that the order total, the percentage of that particular order total, I'm going to have it as the coupon value. Otherwise, the coupon dot discount value, whatever I will be getting directly, let's say $100. So that $100 will be applied directly. So this condition is very simple. Basically, I am tracking it out that the discount value that I am providing right now, if there is an up to amount or discount, which is greater than that, then I'm going to apply the current one, which I'm getting. And if it is, if the current coupon discount which I'm getting in the AMT variable, if it is greater than the up to amount, then up to amount will be applied. So whichever is smaller, that will be applied directly. That's the meaning of it. If there is any up to amount. And finally returning the amount. Now how to apply it here? Well, I need to map the data, which I will do here in this particular way. I'll just check if the coupon's length is greater than 0, then okay, this will be this dot coupons. Or let me do one thing, not this dot coupons. I think that would be a better way. Let's have it constant coupons. So I'll map these coupons with this data where I'm going to have a saved one also, in which I will get the value from the get saved amount, so that we can get the amount how much discount you're getting or how much you need to add more to get the discount value or the coupon to be applied. Finally, I'm preparing my coupons data. This will be applied at the very end. Now if I click on it, just check it out. All the data is coming up. Now let's go to the HTML once again, and in the HTML, I need to do certain stuff. Well, first of all, to this iron label here where we have this 110% off or $50 off, I'm going to pass a color of light. Okay. If it changes for any other design, then I don't want that. So I pass color to be light here. What else do I need to do? Okay, currency is being passed. You can just check this data. Okay, this is done. Now here I'll change the color to this particular apply button color to be primary by default, and it will be medium if it is not, like if it is not matching the requirements. And at the bottom I don't need any more or something. Let me just redesign it a bit with this data, and where I'm using this number pipe because I was not getting the proper decimal values. Okay, so don't worry, I'll just show you everything right now. Just doing things little rapidly, but you won't miss out anything. Trust me. All right. Anything changed here? Just check it out. Not much of a change as of now. Let's get going. I'll show you the HTML part now. Okay. In the HTML part, we have seen this is the same one that we have, right? For the coupon one, this one is the same stuff. And we have done the same thing here also for the light color one. I have just passed the decimal value in this particular place for the coupon code, and after that whatever amount we are passing, like how much you are going to save or something, for that reason I am passing this up. And after doing that, okay, subtracting and somewhere or multiplications is being done. You can understand all these things. I don't think I need to explain because that is already explained in the coupon page itself, the screen that I have made earlier. But still, it's very easy. I think you can grab it out. If you face any issue, I prefer to watch that video so that you can understand it very nicely. Then I'll just scroll down, and this is the button that we have here, which is designed. Okay. If I click on this particular apply button, the close model function will be called, in which I'm just going to pass the data of the coupon one. All right. And after that is done, if you have any description, that will be passed. So there is some description here that is going to be passed here, and where you will have some minimum order total or something. If you have any, that will be shown here. Okay. Since we don't have anything, I think it's not going to show. Finally, all this data is prepared. And once that is done, I have removed the more stuff which was there on earlier in the coupons one. If you click on the more, you will get certain data, but I have removed that part. You don't need any more button or something here. We don't need to work with that right now because I'm making it simpler and much better to work with, not complicated one. Now, after this is done, the empty part, we have already seen how this can be behaving, and we are done with this. Okay. So all the things is ready. Let's check it out. Do we miss anything into our SCSS also, or we need to do some stuffing here too? Now, at first, for the iron card, let me have some margin to be 0. I don't want any margin here because it's spread too much. I think this will be fine. Or you can remove the margin from the div also. Whatever you feel good, you can just try that out. Now, this one is fine. This is just for the alignment of the offer that you are getting in the column 1, which is basically relating to which one? You remember? Let me just show you. So the offer class is passed to this size 1, okay, where you have the vertical one, in which you get how many bucks is off or something. This is the one, circle one. Now, what we need to do here is, well, I will just remove this medium color. I don't want that color, so I'll just remove it. The dash border radius that we were getting here, I'll change that. It was not looking nice. And for each iron row, let me give a margin bottom of 0. Let's say 5 rem will be better. Okay, there will be some margin here below this. Okay, that is why it's being done. And I won't pass any color to this particular div because this color I'm not liking it, the medium color or something. So I've just removed that. Now it is fine. And what else do I need to change here? Well, I don't think any other change I need to apply. So for this particular one, the border one, what I'll do is, have I done anything? Now for this particular one, I think I have given a class called dash border bottom. Let's check it out. Yes, this is the dash border bottom. If I just want to pass it, then that would be great. Or I can do it directly within this class itself if you want to. Below the iron item, do I have anything else? We have the iron row directly. So within the iron item also I can do it directly. Let's remove it and pass it directly, which was there on earlier. I removed it just now. So let's do it once again within the iron item. Let's say border bottom of 1 pixel dashed. This time the color will be different. It's going to be the dark color, dash dash iron color dark. All right. I think that would be better. Let's check it out. I think that's fine. What do you say? Suggest me, because I think this color will be okay to work with instead of the medium color. Medium color was not looking that great. So I think I'm happy with the design part here, which we have done. Now, if I click on the apply button, let's see what happens if I click on apply. Well, nothing is happening here, but still the design is working as great, as we will be getting some data here. Let's check it out. I will go to the card screen in the TS file, I think we have already logged the value. Let's check it out. So we must be getting the value in the log one. This is the one that we are getting. Great. We are getting saved 50. That's awesome. 149.90. Okay, this one I applied. Sorry. Yeah. So this is working. Now I simply need to uncomment this and we will be able to see the coupon data into our HTML also, as I'm using this particular property to initialize the value that I'll be getting from the coupon one and finally subtracting it from the grand total, the saved value that we will be getting. Alright, once that is done in the HTML, we need to make certain changes to see this design. Now before applying this coupon, let me remove this part, it will be fine, and I will pass here and iron list because I need certain more data where I will have an iron item divider that's going to show up this particular value, offer and benefits. Why this light color is not working properly? Let's check it out. I'll go to variable scheme and this is my light color which I've applied, but it is not taking that. Strange. All right, let's move ahead. We are going to, this color is not coming properly. We'll check that later on. Now, first of all, iron item divider is placed. Well, after that, what do I need? I need this iron card within this iron list here. Okay, into which I will pass a condition that this will only show up if selected coupon is false, means it is not having data, not false. It won't have any data. Then only I'm going to show this up that you need to apply a coupon. Otherwise, at else condition, I will show the coupon here. And I think I should apply the condition within the card itself. Okay, I don't want to change the card because only iron item will change, nothing else. So why to have all these things here, right? Let's do it in this way. Now in the else condition, I will have another iron item. This will be my iron item, in which again class offer will be passed, selected coupon will be another class which I'm going to use. And here I will have an iron label where I'm going to pass the code, coupon code here that is being applied. And once I do that up in the p tag that will be in another line, I will be able to see the saved value or the coupon value that we are going to get. And this is how much you are going to save. Just the text part, this will change to currency. Currency, I think I have not passed it. Don't worry, I'll just do it. And remove coupon functionality to remove the coupon. Don't worry, let's get rid of the error first, then I will show you what exactly I have done. Now here at first let me get the currency, which will be equals to strings dot currency. Fine, one error is gone. The next one is the remove coupon function. Let me pass a function called remove coupon and the error will go away. I think we have few more errors. What are those? Okay, fine, there was an extra braces that was coming up. Now it's sorted. All right, now you will be able to see the design part. If I click on apply, this is getting applied and you can see how it is showing up. Now still our job is not done. Before jumping into the SCSS file and start designing with that, I need to do certain more things into my billing one. So I'll open up the billing stuff here, and in which, what am I going to do? After this delivery fee, I will have two things actually, which I didn't do it earlier also. One is for the selected coupon, if you have any coupon, and in fact, if you have any taxes also, it can be applied there. So let me just paste it. You will just see now. So this is the condition. If selected coupon is there, then I'm going to show this up where you will see that an iron item is being passed, where you have an iron label, which is called as item discount that you are going to get. And this will be applied within an iron text, okay, which is slotted to the end side. So at the end part, you will see the iron text in which you will be able to see the currency, and that will be a negative sign because you're subtracting that amount, and it will be a color, it will be having a color success where you will show the amount that you're going to subtract it from the total, okay, the item total. And okay, let me just have it within one line. That would be great. Fine, okay. And the second one is if you have any taxes also, since you might have some taxes for the products that you are selling, so you can just pass those taxes also here. All right, you can just do some calculation part, whatever you want to do, and do the same stuff in this particular way, and you're good to go. So I'm just giving you all the options that you can have to work with. All right, now let's check it out. if I just apply coupon here, you can see this is coming up. And let's say if you have some taxes, default taxes of like 10% or 20%, or whatever the taxation slab is, you can just apply it on your grand total and show it here, or on the item total actually you should apply it. And one more thing I think I should do is I should move this selected coupon above the delivery fee. That would be better, so that it directly applies on the item total, not anywhere else. There you go. This is looking nice. Okay. Once that is done, let's jump into the SCSS part and start working with that. So in the SCSS, what am I going to do? Before the billing, we have the coupon part now. So Ion list where we have the coupon class. There, what am I going to do? I will at first set the background to be transparent. All right. Then I'm going to set the Ion item divider because that color was not working there. So I'll just remove that color from the HTML part. Let's do that. The color that I set here for the Ion item divider, this is the color light color that was not getting set. So I'll just remove it. And let's get back to our SCSS part once again, in which I will pass margin left and right. I'll just fix that because that was not coming up properly. And a background color of triple F will be better for me. Then no padding and no border bottom. Okay. In fact, I think lines should be none in this particular one. So I think I should pass here lines will be none. And I think I have not passed any class also. Okay. Directly working with that, which is not great. So let me pass a class here called coupon. Now the stuff will be applied. There we go. It is getting applied here. And we can see the result. Fine. After this Ion item divider, I'm going to work with the Ion card here, where I'm just going to fix the margin top to 0.5 rem as it was too much. I don't want that much of a margin. Then the border radius of 8 pixel is fine. And to the Ion item, I'm not having any margin. I've just removed all the margins which was there by default. And the label which we have here, I've just given a font size of 0.9 rem, which is in fact great for our design. And for the P tag that we will be having after we select a coupon, let me just show you. If I select this coupon, just check it out. This one I have just given 0.8 rem one. Okay, so that is why this is little smaller, but it looks fine. And you can have this color to be greenish color. That would be great. So let me see if that needs to be applied. But apart from that, I think we are almost done. I think this design is looking nice. Let me change the color here for this particular one. So I will pass not the color primary, in fact the color to be let's say success. That would be great. So if I apply it right now, it's greenish here, which is looking great, and this one also fine. If you can just add the amount here, whatever you want to do. So this is the coupons part which we have integrated into our card screen. We need to do certain more stuff like the shipping address and all other stuff which we are going to cover up in the coming lectures. So stay tuned to this particular series. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comment section how you're liking this series, and also do subscribe to our channel if you are new here. That will help our channel grow and we can bring more content for you. If you have any queries, then also let me know in the comment section. That's the best part, us to communicate with each other. If you haven't checked our courses and the templates, the links are there in the description. Go and check that right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time.